Hey, and welcome back. This is Rob Thomas, your principal enterprise architect. That's everything Microsoft. And today I'm going to cover installing Microsoft Windows Server 2025. Now, in a previous video, I did walk through what is Microsoft Windows Server and how it's different from Microsoft Windows version 10 or 11 and so forth. Right. In this video, I'm going to dig into deeper in the specific steps that it's going to take for us to figure out how to take Microsoft Windows Server 2025 and install it. Now, I'm going to break this up in two parts. The first part is I want to spend a couple of minutes of walking us through preparation. What is that going to look like for the install? And then the second part of the video, I'm actually going to kick off the install and then install the software and get it up and running. And then what I'll do is I'll do a follow-up video of actually walking through the actual, once it's installed, walking through Windows Server 2025, looking around, looking at its features and so forth, and then taking it a little bit more deeper. I'm going to go a lot more deeper into the specifics of how to use setting up Service Manager and getting that up and running. But without further ado, I do want to give a shout out to our sponsor, and that is our software dudes at Enterprise Software Solution. Now, I've been using these guys for a couple of years now, and they are amazing. Reach out to Software Dudes, Enterprise Software Solution LLC, because they have now a 10% off through this holiday season, and then for 2025, they should have this the promotion going or other promotions going. But if you are purchasing any Microsoft products like Microsoft Azure, Microsoft Windows Servers 2022, Microsoft Windows Server 2025, any Microsoft Windows 11 or Windows 10, Office 365, Business Edition, Personal Edition, Pro Edition, and so forth, by all means, reach out to these guys. They are amazing. So without further ado, let's jump deeper into this. Now, first thing I do want to look at is today we're going to do I'm going to talk about the standard edition, the personalized edition. This is going to be a little bit confusing, right? It's split up into the 3 tiers, but that's more like 5 tiers. You're going to have standard edition and then personal experience and then data center edition, personal experience, and then you have data center Azure edition, right? So with this, let's look at our system requirements. So when you are here, you're basically going to go, and I'm going to jump over here and show you the system requirements. So this is our hardware requirements for your server. So with your Windows Server, basically what you're going to want to do is you basically want to make sure you have enough RAM. So you want to make sure in your Windows Server, your RAM is going to your CPU is going to be at least 1.4 gigahertz with 64-bit processor speed, and then you want to have RAM at at least 2 gigabytes, 2 gigabits for RAM. Up to 4 gigabits. But what I did was I beefed mine up to 10 gigabits to give it a lot more speed, right? And your storage, it's going to be a standard of 32. Like I'm using Fusion VMware, so it gives me a standard of 60, and I beefed this up to 100, right? So those are the 3 very important things you make sure you have. Other things like make sure you have the right graphics card, all that stuff is very, very important, and get that going. I do want to cover this, right? Again, and to just cover from our last topic. This is a nice, good picture that I wanted to show you of the actual Dell server itself. I love Dell servers. And as I mentioned, I have one in my garage. It's like over 10 years old and I haven't used it forever. I don't even know if it works anymore. But this is, and let's look at the price of this thing. So if you click here, look at that, it's $32,000, and you can get one for like $600, $1,500, $1,900. But what is this, right? Just to recap, like this particular server is where you install the Windows Server on top of this, right? So when you install Windows Server, this software onto your computer, this is the computer that it actually goes on. And this is a shared computer, right? So everything that you're doing online is just a network of computers. That's a rack that has a bunch of, rack station with all these servers on it that allows the whole world to communicate, and we're able to interact. So now you want to have your own private little cloud, your own private little server. So that's the beauty of having a really cool, setup, right? So just wanted to recap on that. We understand that technically the Windows Server software is pretty much what's being installed. And that's why you want to make sure this particular software that you're installing or wherever you're installing it is going to have all the basic requirements and to set you up and be very successful, right? So I hope that really, really was helpful. and provided some insight. Now, the next step we're going to do is we're going to dig deeper into how do we actually get the installation going, right? So what we're going to want to do is we're going to go to my VMware. So in my next video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through. I'm going to click next. We're going to go through step by step the installation of the Windows Server 2025, get it up and running, and then make sure walk you through those steps and make sure a little bit more comfortable. So thanks so much for your time. Look forward to you in part 2 of this video. The next part, which is going to be part 2, where we're going to cover the next steps for this, since we already covered all the requirements, like what you need, and then we'll go through these slides. All right, look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.